Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. As you know, this week we are sharing Valentine's Day tutorials together with Montreal Confections. You can find all of the tutorials that we have posted so far in a playlist. You can see the link on the screen, or you can also find it down below in the description area. In this video I'm gonna show you how to make this love anchor cookie inspired by a tattoo. And as you see here, I put a piece of wax paper on top of my drawing. And now we're gonna pipe with blue royal icing. What I'm making royal icing transfer. If you're not familiar with royal icing transfers, these are made with royal icing, obviously. And then what you do, you pipe on a piece of transparent paper. You can either use wax paper or parchment paper, or you could also use food grade acetate sheets. And once you pipe your icing, you have to let it dry, and once the icing dries, you can simply peel off the backing paper, whatever medium you're using, and you can use it to decorate cupcakes, cakes, cookies and stuff. While the icing is drying, try not to move the transfers too much, because you can create hairline cracks on the top of the icing. So make sure you let it sit, and once dry you can add the hearts. And now you can see it's dry, so I'm gonna airbrush it. Underneath I put a rubber liner so my little piece of wax paper doesn't fly off. And I'm gonna be using sky blue. Link to the airbrush that I'm using in the video is also posted down below in the description area. So once you have it airbrushed, we can peel off the wax paper. And now we're ready to ice the cookie. I'm using light ivory royal icing. And what I'm gonna do dry on wet application, so I'm dropping dry royal icing onto the wet icing. It's gonna sink in, but if you see any areas that are in need of icing, you can still add a little bit of icing while the bottom icing is wet. Here is how you make a small rope. I'm using piping tip number 2. Okay, and here are royal icing roses that we're gonna apply to this design. You can learn how to make these roses in my other video. Here's a small ribbon rose. First, I recommend that you position it onto the cookie, and then you can simply glue it on with a little bit of royal icing. And now I'm gonna dust the roses with a little bit of brown petal dust, just to darken the edges a little bit. What I'm doing here, I'm scoring the edges on the icing with a needle tool, just a little bit. You don't want to go too far to the center of the cookie, just the edges, and then you can run brush dipped in brown petal dust all over. You can also touch up the center of the cookie a little bit, and also don't forget to touch up the robe. Now I'm going to airbrush the cookie with gold airbrush color. I'm gonna airbrush edges a little more than the center, and that's how you make this pretty anchor cookie. I hope you like this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.